Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of the What's Gayer podcast, where you, the listeners, try to figure out what's gayer, an actual gay couple or whatever the fuck me and Mel have going on. I'm Grace. I'm one of your hosts.
Hi, I'm Mel. I'm your other host. It feels really real for you to say that intro out loud.
Isn't
I'm
it
so
fun?
excited. It's so fun.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. Do you want to introduce yourself first and give the brief? Well, you've already introduced your name, but like the brief of like who you are, why we're here.
Okay. Hi. I'm Grace. So Mel's my best friend, and we decided like, hey, we should do a podcast, and because we're yappers and we like to yap. And we're friends via Twitch. We both stream on the internet on twitch.tv. My username there is Princess Shortcake. If you're here listening to the podcast, you might know me because of there. So hi. I play like a lot of cozy video games. I do, I don't know, rhythm gaming, Stardew Valley, Chicken. I also like Deltarune. There's Rollsay and Undertale. And the art in the back, you might see some things that are they're video game related. But yeah, that's kind of me. I'm a preschool teacher right now. I don't like it. I'm going to school to get my my English degree so I can teach high school English instead. Which you might be like, hey, those are some really different age groups. And I would be like, yeah, that's intentional. That's intentional, babes. I like the littles a lot, and their stories are funny. But, you know, I don't want to deal with chairs being thrown at me, so that's where I'm at. How about you, Mel? What do you do? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Melanie Ann. No, that's not my actual name, but it's my name for the bit.
So true. So true.
I will say this one time and one time only in the very first episode. My real name is Melissa, but I go by Mel. And my full name is Melanie. So if you hear people call me Melanie, it's not my actual name, but it's my name for the bit. So from now on, my name is Melanie, but I go by Mel for short.
Yeah.
That's the bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Grace said, we met on the interwebs here. We play very similar games. I got into gaming through Zelda, so I'm a big Zelda gamer, as you can see on some of my posters. Well, just one. That's visible.
God, I love Hot Zelda.
Hot Zelda is really good. But I'm also a Stardew Valley gamer. I also play and stream on twitch.tv/Mel crochets because I also crochet. You can't see it, but I have a huge yarn collection in this room. I have 2 different skeins of yarn in front of me, actually. I have an unfinished pickle as well.
The phrase "unfinished pickle" is really something else.
It's unfinished. It's gonna be a pickle. You can see it's pickle shaped. There's no stuffing in it right now. How
are you in your unfinished pickle?
We're really good, actually. I think we're doing great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
We're doing really great. My day job, I'm an accountant. I don't like it. to steal Grace's phrasing, I don't like it. I don't have any plans to change jobs because this is just what I do, and it gives me time to do things like podcast and stream and hang out with my best friend outside of work, and it pays decently well, so here we are. We're doing it. Did I miss anything else? We'll probably get into this later, but the biggest lore about me is that I thought I was straight for the first 27 years of my life, and now I'm bi. So I think that covers
that lore.
I think that covers the gist of it. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, we also do have like one other big thing in common, which we actually are going to talk about today. I promise.
Okay.
And it's that we are both like probably some of the biggest Swifties that you'll ever meet. Mm-hmm. Like probably actually. Mm-hmm. We spend most of our waking hours thinking about Taylor Swift, listening to Taylor Swift, talking about Taylor Swift.
Yep. You can spot Taylor Swift in both of our backgrounds, actually.
Yeah. I have it's this direction.
I have
direction. I've over here. I have a little shrine to Taylor. I have it's the TTPD vinyl, the like four vinyl book that she released with the anthology, as well as the CD, the deluxe version. I got the Bolter, and then I also have an ornament that Mel got me for Christmas, and it's the chair, the vigilante shit chair. And then also the original Wonderstruck perfume from like Speak Now era OG. I still have my bottle of perfume. I haven't used all of it yet. Which, if you're curious how cool that is, you should look up how much it costs on eBay, and then you'll know how cool that is.
Yeah, I don't even have that, so that's impressive.
I've always been normal in massive air quotes about Taylor Swift.
Yes, normal. So normal.
Normal.
So
which
normal.
I think brings us to our like first official topic that we were gonna yap about today, which is I'll let you share that news, Mel.
Okay, if you didn't know and you've been living under a rock the last week, Taylor Swift is releasing a new album. We're getting TS12, The Life of a Showgirl. She was on her boyfriend's podcast. She made me watch a man's podcast.
A man's sports podcast.
A man's sports podcast. She made us watch.
Yeah.
And did we watch it? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Did we gather in a watch party on Discord with our friends and watch it live? Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did. What are your initial thoughts so far?
Okay, so
on this new era.
I am, first of all, not happy that it's orange because I don't like the color orange, but that's not my choice, it's hers. And I like the shade of orange she chose. It's not the worst shade of orange. That was my initial thought. And then beyond that, I'm incredibly excited. I mean, Travis said it's going to be like, what we know is that it's 12 songs, and we know the track names, but he said that they're all bangers, and that it's all like very like pop, like dance, like you're gonna want to shake your ass to it type of music, and that makes me super excited. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Tortured Poets, and I think Tortured Poets will always be my favorite Taylor Swift album, because of the significance that it held in my life at the time that it released, as well as like some of the symbolism in it is very similar to things that I've gone through, and so I really resonate with it in that way. But it's been a minute since we've had like a whole album of songs to shake our asses to, and I'm looking forward to that because I'm in my hot girl era right now, and I think she's kind of prepping all of us that are in our hot girl eras to have a successful hot girl era. So
This is very true. And I think in the podcast, Travis specifically said it's like a crossover of 1989 and folklore. So it's like 1989 upbeat poppy, but with the storytelling of folklore. And I am so ready for it. I'm so ready for it. Like,
they mentioned that, I don't remember exactly which one of them said it, but one of them had said that like it did not lose any of the like lyricism qualities that like the folklore Evermore era had. So we're gonna get some like really cool symbolism, I think, and also like we're not gonna lose any of her like genius lyric writing, you know, but we're still gonna get that like fun, like it's not gonna be cliche, like it's not gonna be an album of a bunch of songs that sound like me, you know, like it's gonna still be like at its core like genius lyric writing, I think.
Yes.
But just with the fun beats and things like that.
And very, very earworm is what they said too. Like it'll be like songs that will be stuck in your head. So I anticipate some new TikTok trends coming with that. Like how Antihero was like very clearly written for TikTok, basically.
Right.
At least with just the one line, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Like that was very like, I think she wanted a TikTok hit out of that, and she got it.
With Sabrina's song Man-Child, there's that dance, that viral TikTok dance. So I think that there's going to be something you know, similar, or like even when TTPD came out, like people made a dance for Down Bad and we're doing that on TikTok. So I think that it's going to be like, I think there's going to be a bunch of strong trends. I agree with you. What song do you think that you're like the most excited about? What song are you claiming as yours?
Let me look at the track list again. Hello, I don't want to open. Okay, Edge opened and then it didn't want to close. Track list, Life of a Showgirl. That's what came up in my Google recommended. Okay, I'm like really excited for all of them. I think Actually Romantic, I feel like is gonna be a big one. Eldest Daughter. As an eldest daughter, I fear that might ruin me, and it's a track 5. Great, I didn't realize that at first. That's what I've been
saying.
Yes,
because I think I realized and told you that like, oh, eldest daughter is track 5. Yeah, and both of us are eldest daughters, and so I was like, oh, I am fully prepared for that song to ruin my life in the best way possible. Are we all
eldest daughters in our Swiftie group chat? I just realized.
Yeah.
I think we are. Because so is Lex only has brothers, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think Toya only has brothers. Toya doesn't have any sisters. Oh, maybe I don't remember now. Anyway, I think we're all eldest daughters.
Yeah.
I think we're all eldest daughters, so which is crazy actually. And for those that aren't Swifties that are listening to this, I promise this won't be an entirely Taylor Swift podcast. She's just a very big part of our life, so she will come up probably every episode. But this is just very current news, so it seems logical for the first thing for us to talk about. But for those that aren't Swifties, track 5 is always her most vulnerable track on the album. So like on Tortured Poets Department, So Long London was track 5. Midnights, I think You're on Your Own Kid was track 5, so.
I think so. Yeah. Me pulling up Spotify to look at all of the albums. Hold on, it'll take me 2 seconds. I have a playlist of all of her songs.
I know it's Cold as You.
Cold as You.
White Horse.
Yep, White Horse.
Dear John.
Yep.
All Too Well.
You're so much better than this at me. All Too Well, yeah.
I can't remember what it is for 1989.
All You Had to Do is Stay.
It's either I Wish You Would or All You Had to Do is Stay. Rep is Delicate.
Yep.
And then Lover is,
The Archer.
As soon as I thought about it.
My Tears Ricochet.
It's My Tears Ricochet, and then Tolerate It
on Evermore.
And then You're on Your Own Kid.
Yep.
And then So Long London, and now Eldest Daughter. So Eldest Daughter is the newest gonna be the newest addition to the track 5 club. I'm really excited for the fate of Ophelia as well.
I'm so interested about it because, like, as I mentioned, English student, and classics are interesting to me, and the fact that it's like so blatantly referencing Hamlet is like so interesting. Yes, because a lot of times she's not so explicit with her references. Like, she's made a lot of songs that are kind of like, oh, this is the story of this song is similar to this classic media or what have you, but then like this one is like so blatant that I'm so interested and curious. And also, like, the fate of Ophelia in Hamlet is like not happy, right?
I know, and it's the title gives me Cassandra vibes. It gives me Cassandra vibes. And also too, I don't think we ever talked about this personally, like the two of us, but you know how she was referencing all the 47s?
Yes.
In the podcast, I believe Ophelia dies in Act 4, Scene 7. Yeah. In the play. Yep. So, which is like, she's so good at numerology.
Oh my gosh.
She's so good at it.
Her numerology is just wild.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm so curious, especially since like they're all pop bops, right?
I know.
I don't know how she's gonna write the fate of Ophelia as a pop bop. I'm just so curious because to me that title and that theme feels very Folklore Evermore.
Yes.
And not whatever this album is gonna be. I'm so excited.
I think the fate of Ophelia is the one I'm most curious about, especially it being the track 1. as well, like the lead track for it too, instead of The Life of a Showgirl being the lead track.
I wonder if it's gonna kind of have like Welcome to New York vibes, because that was track 1.
Yeah, that's true. What's
and
track 1 on Folklore and Evermore? Is it the... I don't remember.
I'm scrolling. Give me 2 seconds. On Folklore, it's the 1.
It's the 1. That's what I thought.
On Evermore, it's Willow.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
So
okay.
I don't know. I just wonder if it's kind of gonna give that like a little bit of vibes of Welcome to New York.
Yes.
I do think that my favorite like track 1 off of literally any of her albums is Welcome to New York, because it's really just good. So track 1 coded.
Yes.
Like it is like you listen to it and you're like, this is the first song of an album. It's very just like exudes that energy to me. And also I'm a little bit biased in that way, because when I went to the 1989 tour, she played Welcome to New York as the first song, and so it was like it was unmatched energy. Getting to hear the first track as the first song of the tour concert was amazing and very solidifying. But yeah, good times.
That's the one I'm most curious about. Eldest daughter, I feel like I'm gonna resonate with a lot, and I think I really like actually like I don't know what any of these are gonna be about. I do think Wishlist is gonna be about getting her master's back. That's
I think so too.
I think it's gonna be something like this was something always on her wish list, and now she's finally got it back, you know. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens.
I know. I'm so interested. I'm so excited for Ruin the Friendship.
Ruin the Friendship.
I'm
yes,
so excited.
Me too.
Okay, this is more lore that we will dive into at some point. Not in this moment right now, but maybe today. We'll see. But that song has some meaning for me in this particular stage of my life that we will get into later.
Yep, it does.
Mel's just calling me out. I also want you, all of you listeners and you viewers, to know that Mel and I bully each other lovingly. So there will be many times where she makes fun of me for whatever the fuck I have going on. And there are times where I will make fun of her for whatever the fuck she has going on. And I just want you all to know that there's no ill will. We're just besties that bully each other for fun. And we know that we're not serious. It's just like silly vibes. But
it is always with love, unless it is I feel like it's never actually a thing where like, hey, like this isn't cool or anything like that, but like it's and if it is, it would be a different conversation, but like it is always literally always
we know
with
what's
love.
Too far and what's not, you know.
So Grace just bullied me today, so it's fine.
I did. I did. This is true.
I did. I'm gonna go back and read the message because it was fun. I'm not gonna read the message because that reveals too much about the lore. It's just a screenshot and says, "Why did I low-key blush at this? What's wrong with me?" And a screenshot, and then she just says, "Girl, please."
That's just what our DMs
That's all you're getting.
Like.
That's all you're
like,
getting. That's all you're getting. It's just girl, please. Girl, please.
Yeah.
But anyway, sidetracking. I'm so excited. Also, we didn't talk about how hot the photography is.
Oh my god.
Literally gagged.
Okay.
I'm literally gagged.
In post for all of you, I will put some of the photos up on the screen in the editing of this podcast, which I'm now talking about, which is very fourth wall breaking and meta, but just when I'm editing this podcast, I will put some of them on the screen for y'all to see what the heck we're talking about, because oh my god, she is stunning.
She looks so hot.
I do not understand how this woman gets hotter and hotter as the years go on. It's like it's not fair. I don't understand. Like
it's not fair.
When is she gonna peak? I hope never. But like, oh my god, she's just everything.
Like, okay, so yesterday, we're recording this on the 19th. So yesterday there was a surprise countdown on her website in the morning that led to like, what was it, 1 o'clock Eastern time or whatever? And it ended up being, something like that. And it ended up being for some new variants. But like the cover photo that she used for that variant, it was the shiny bug variant or whatever it's called, something like that. And the cover she used for that album is like the hottest photo so far. I feel like maybe we're getting more at this point. There might be more crazy hot photos, but like the one for that cover is so hot. It is now my phone background. It is now my desktop background. Like I am literally obsessed with it, and like I just cannot. Like she literally was like, "Hey, I have this really hot picture of me. I'm going to put a countdown to the point in time and where I release it so that the whole entire world can watch as I drop this super hot photo of me."
Literally. If it isn't
so
evident
hot.
at this point, we are so queer.
We're so gay. I've already alluded to this once in part of my lore.
Mel is married to a man.
I forgot to put that in my intro. I'm married.
Mel's married to a man. And
I've been married for 5 years, and we've been together for 10 years.
So Mel's married to a man.
Yeah.
And we do nothing except talk about women.
Yeah. My shirt,
we talk about
the shirt that I chose for this first episode is my microphone's blocking it, but it says, "Of course I'm sad. I'm attracted to men."
I love that shirt so much.
It's so good. It's so me coded.
It's so you coded.
It's so me coded, but it's just maybe that'll be my story time for later. The whole story of my coming out, but
yes, yeah.
But oh my god. We're so gay.
So good. We're so gay.
We're so gay.
We're so gay.
But I don't know. I can't think of anything else Taylor related at the moment. It's just how freaking cute they were on the podcast together.
Oh my god, they were so cute on the podcast.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
I know.
So cute.
I can't with them. I love them. I can't with them.
I love them. I love them so much. And I want more. It like felt so intimate. Like
yeah,
getting to watch them.
It felt like sitting on the couch with my long distance best friend and her boyfriend, just like talking, and it was great. And like not in a parasocial way. Like I don't want y'all to think that like I'm weird and parasocial about Taylor Swift, or that Mel is weird and parasocial about Taylor Swift, because like we know that she's a celebrity and also a person, and like we would never be like, we're both women on the internet, we understand.
Yes.
But like that's what it felt like, and I think that was maybe intentional on her part. She's so deliberate about everything she does that I can't imagine that she would be like I can't imagine that she didn't choose to present them that way, you know?
Yeah. And like before, like I don't think it's really feasible now with just how famous she's gotten the past few years, but like she used to invite fans to her house, like to her personal house for like all the secret sessions and stuff like that too. So like she is like always has been like very involved with her fans.
Yeah.
And like everything she does. She says this over and over again. Everything she does is for the fans. Which she's just awesome. I love Taylor Swift so much.
I love her so much. I love her so much.
I love her so much.
Okay. So we had some other things that we wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Would you like to introduce our next segment, Mel?
Yes. So this is kind of my idea of some recurring segments we can have throughout, because these things will change depending on what's going on in our lives and what's going on in the world. So it's like our favorite things of the month, essentially. And we can come up with a funny name for it later. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
This is the first episode. It's fine. But we have like game of the month, book of the month, any other media of the month, like TV shows or movies, current hyperfixations, because we have a lot of those and we cycle through those very quickly.
Yes, we do.
So do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay. Game of the month for me, I've been really playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom again. I got really back into Tears of the Kingdom. It's been super fun, so I have a Switch 2 now, and I am using the Zelda Notes app. So it's like this whole app that Nintendo developed, basically, that links up to your game if you have the Switch 2 version. And you can basically it's a guide in your phone of how to 100% the game, so you can navigate to all of the different things you need. So like there's the shrines, the light roots, the caves, chests, bosses, like all the thing. Koroks is the big one too. So I've just been like going through. So I knocked out shrines, I just finished light roots, and now I'm doing caves now. I'm still only like 45% done with the entire game. Like there's so much to do. So that's going to be my current hyperfixation game for a while. I also just finished playing Undertale and Deltarune for the first time, which was so fun. I don't know why it took me so long. But we recently been consuming a lot of Undertale and Deltarune content. So I played Undertale, I played Deltarune, pretty much the entire playthrough. Grace was in the call with me because Grace has played those before, so I would just stream it to her, and then she would lovingly backseat me so that I wouldn't lose my sanity.
I could like tell when she was like in a boss fight that she was struggling with, and I'd be like, hey, I have a little tip for you.
Yep.
Or like something like that, or like if she was like gonna miss something important, or like for anyone who's played Undertale and Deltarune, there's a lot of like hidden things that are really easy to miss, that are like either really lore important or just kind of like enhance the player experience. And so I'd be like, hey, go talk to that character before you leave this room, like type things, just to make sure that she didn't miss anything that I like, that I feel is important to understanding the story of the game fully. So it was fun. Yes,
but that was super fun. We had a really, especially with Undertale, because part of the time period that I was playing Undertale, Grace went on vacation, and then I streamed it to her while she was visiting a friend. So she was just in a Discord call and then watching me on her iPad or whatever the fuck you had brought with you to watch it. And we were getting to like the funniest things in the game, and we could not stop laughing, and like Grace was trying to be quiet to not bother her friend, and she was just I was purposely being a little funnier than usual, but it was so funny. We were just dying laughing. It was like so
core
fun.
memory
Very much a core memory. Specifically, I think my favorite part was, I don't even remember, it's like is it the cooking lesson or whatever, the cooking show?
Yeah, it's the Undyne quote unquote date.
Yes, it's the date with Undyne.
The cooking lesson with Undyne,
She like knocks a bunch of shit off the counter or whatever in there, and I said, oh, it's the Eras Tour in Deltarune or in Undertale. because
at the Eras Tour. At the Eras Tour, but back before Taylor changed the set list, Tolerate It was in the show, and she had a bunch of like wine glasses and plates and things like on this long table when she sang Tolerate It, and throughout the song she would go across the table and like smack things onto the floor. And so Mel made the joke that, oh, it's like the Eras Tour, and I have my AirPods in. I'm like in the kitchen at my friend's place getting a snack, and like they're busy. I'm trying not to bother them, and like just had to like take my AirPods out and just like compose myself because it was so funny. Like I was like, girl, you can't be doing this right now. Like I cannot be making noise in this moment.
Sorry.
It was
sorry.
So
I'm just
funny.
so funny. Sorry, I'm just so hot and funny that you can't not laugh at me.
No, you are so hot and funny. You're so hot and funny, and I just sometimes gotta take the AirPods out. Sometimes I just gotta like compose, take a breath, become a human being, be normal, and then I can rejoin the conversation.
Yes. But anyway, I had a lot of fun playing Undertale and Deltarune. Long story short, it was very fun. I can't decide which I like better. I think I might like Deltarune a little bit more, but also I struggled a lot more with Deltarune. Like the very last boss fight in chapter 4, God, I wanted to die.
Yeah,
I wanted to uninstall.
That boss fight
I struggled so much. I think I had like
difficult.
20 attempts in it, and I felt it was just not fun. It was not fun. Especially
you did it,
after
though.
I did do it. Especially after watching the speedrun of it at SGDQ, because it was the finale. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, damn, I will never be this good. I will never be this good at this game.
Yeah.
But I did do it. I did beat it. So
I'm
we're
so
ready.
proud of you.
We're ready for chapter 5 whenever.
We're so ready for chapter 5.
We're so ready for chapter 5 whenever.
2026.
2026.
2026. And it's already August.
It is.
So we are approaching 2026 faster than we think we are, which is exciting.
Hey, question for you. Is your air still salty over there?
Yeah. Are the doors still like a little rusty?
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just,
they are.
It's interesting.
It's part of the season, I guess.
I know. Probably not for too much longer though, right?
No, not for too much. I think after
couple more weeks.
Yeah, like 10 days. Yeah, 10 11
something
days.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once it hits September, we'll probably be free.
Yeah.
For another year.
Will you wake me up when September ends?
Yeah, are you going to sleep through all of September?
Do you not
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm just asking what you're doing. What am I waking you up from?
You're just going to wake me up when September ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
October 1st, knock knock knock. Wake up.
Gotta be ready for the life of the show, girl.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's going to be a crazy weekend for me also. Because, okay, so it comes out October 3rd. Guess what I'm also doing October 3rd? I'm going to see Chapel Roan. I am taking a very, very short trip to go see Chapel Roan.
Can't believe you're not taking me, but anyway.
I'm sorry. It was a last minute thing that I just decided, and there was one ticket that was really cheap. Hey.
It's fine.
If you can get yourself to Kansas City.
It's okay.
It's during a Friday too.
I know.
So it's during the week,
work.
which I know.
Unfortunate.
I know.
It's fine. But yeah, that's gonna be a fun weekend. Okay. We've totally derailed, which is going to happen so often. I need to warn you all now. It's going to happen all the time. We're going to start talking about something and then end up on a different topic. We will circle back, I promise.
Yes.
Okay. My game of the month. My game of the month is actually not a game that I'm currently playing, but a game that I recently pretty much finished. I still have like a little bit left to do, but Blueprints. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking obsessed with that game. Okay, it's like for anyone who hasn't heard of it, it's an indie like puzzle adventure game. You play as this character named Simon. You have to your great uncle has passed away, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna give you this house that was my house if and only if you can find the 46th room. But the estate only has 45 rooms, so you have to find the hidden secret 46th room, and it's all puzzles. The whole game is just puzzles, and like long complicated puzzles. There are short easy puzzles. There are puzzles that are purely only for lore. There are puzzles that I started finding clues for at the beginning of the game like 40 hours ago, and I'm still have not found out what those puzzles do. And it is so interesting, and it's also a roguelike because you are going through the house, and as you click on a door to go through the door, right, as you would do in a video game, except that when you click that, it gives you 3 options of what room you could put there. And all the rooms have different things that they do. They have different amount of doors. They maybe face different directions. Some of them are shops. Some of them are have negative effects. Some of them have positive effects. Some of them are just a hallway. Some of them do like help you solve secrets that I won't spoil for anyone who hasn't played the game. But it's like, and so then you click that room and then you go to the next doorway, and it's going to be different. So the house is different every single time you go through this house. And when you run out of, there's a bunch of different currencies as video games have. You have steps, gems, and keys, and coins. So the steps, you lose 1 step every time you go into a room. If you go back into the room you just came in, you lose another step. So every time you cross a doorway, you lose a step. When you run out of steps, the day's over, right? You use gems and keys to draft rooms, which is, drafting is the process that they call it. But then at the end of the day, you end the day, you call it a day. Sometimes you call it a day early if you're me and you run out of things to do because you're in the end game. And you're just waiting on RNG. That's where I'm at right now. But then you go to the house again the next following day, and you start at the beginning. The house is empty. You draft all new rooms. It's so fun, and it's so interesting, and just like truly RNG held a video game in the best possible way. I love it so much. I have They are over here next to me. I have 3 notebooks that I have been actually writing down physical notes in for blueprints. I started it in one notebook, ran out of space. It was a notebook that was like already almost full, ran out of pages. So then I took all that information, I transferred it to a second notebook, but then I didn't like how that paper felt after a while. So then I had to switch to a third notebook that I liked better. But yeah, so I have 3 notebooks filled of notes specifically for blueprints, like handwritten. Like I need you all to be aware, I used a feather quill to write my notes for blueprints because I'm super neurodivergent, and I was like, you know what? I need a quill with ink. I have multiple colors of ink. I have black. I have silver that is not shaken up right now, and I have gold that is also not shaken up right now that I have been using to take my notes for this game, and it's a very good time. And yeah, I'm super obsessed with this freaking puzzle game, and I will yap about it forever and ever. But yeah, that's my video game. Otherwise, I've been playing this rhythm game called Rift of the Necrodancer, and you'd be like, whoa, bait and switch, totally different type of vibe. Yeah, I play a whole bunch of different video games. But yeah, Rift of the Necrodancer, it's a difficult rhythm game, probably the hardest rhythm game I've ever played, but it's really fun. I'm an enjoyer. I'm an enjoyer of it. I like the custom music. People can make custom rhythm charts for it. Big fan of that. Mm-hmm. And also working on my Tears of the Kingdom 100%, because Mel is also doing it, and I'm like, well, it seems like it's about my time to finally go back and do all the Koroks. So
you started it first, actually, and then I was watching you. The amount of times we have been in call and just streamed to each other our Tears of the Kingdom gameplay, and then we just sat in call and played. This is like most of our evenings, is that we are in a Discord call. Are we talking a majority of the time? No. But we will go from silence, and then we'll be yapping for like 10 minutes straight, and then we'll go silence again. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. It's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's peak.
Yeah, it's very peak. I love video games.
Same. I love video games. I've also been on a big reading kick lately. I mean, you know this.
Yeah.
Huge reading. So I started basically like March, April of this year. So I started with ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Classic trope of used to love reading in high school, hasn't read since college, and now getting back into reading again with A Court of Thorns and Roses. I loved it so much. I was obsessed with it. And then I read Fourth Wing, and now I'm like so in the deep dive of I have so many books now I need to read. I have so many books. I'm reading, I forget, I think it's sitting here somewhere. A Game of Hearts and Heist right now, which is a spicy Willowa. Not vampire. The other book by her is a vampire romance, but WLW, lesbian, spicy romance fantasy book that I'm really enjoying, and it's part of a series. But I don't have the next books in the series, so I need to get it. But it's really good. We've also been watching Sherlock together, because I've never watched Sherlock. That's like our current thing that we're doing right now in call, is that we're just watching Sherlock, because I've never watched Sherlock before, and then that was like next on our watch list of things to watch together, so Grace streams it to me.
Yeah.
In Discord
this
call,
is
and we
true.
watch it together.
We are in season 3 right now, so we're like cruising. Excuse me, my voice is doing a thing because I've been talking for a while. We have been like actively cruising through Sherlock.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm reading this. Hold on. It is literally behind me. I'm going to reach over and grab it to show you how large this book is, okay?
It's a big book.
Hold on.
It's a big book, chat.
I gotta reach. So this is my book that I'm currently reading. It is called Winterfell Academy, and it's actually not just one book. It is an entire series in one book, and this is how big it is.
Oh, you really made a lot of progress in that. Holy cow.
Yeah, this is the end.
Yeah.
This is all I have left. So I am this far.
Yeah.
And I only have this much left.
Nice.
It is also very spicy, but it's very good. It's very good. It's like got demons.
I have plans to borrow it once she's done reading it, so because I also want to read it. I want to read it.
When I'm done with it, it will go to Mel to borrow. But yeah, that's my current read.
I think that covers all of our current things going on. Do we want to switch to a story time?
Yes, but I need to fix my voice first, so give me a second.
Yes.
Hold, please.
Hydrate.
Yep.
You got, is it an Arby's Diet Coke?
Arby's regular Coke. I don't drink
regular
Diet
Coke,
soda.
Diet Coke. I'm a big Diet Pepsi girly, which you'll find out it's like all I drink.
I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, but I was feeling like a Coke today. I should also take a sip of my water as well because I will be good. I will be good to my voice. Because I need to save my voice for this week, actually, which I can talk about. Maybe that'll be my story time. I'll talk about in a little bit why, but I do need to save my voice for this week due to having to talk on a stream for lots of hours. So trying to be good to my vocal cords.
Hydrate or die straight.
Hydrate or die straight. So freaking true. Okay. Story time. Do you wanna story time first?
I'll story time. I guess I've decided. I wasn't sure what my story time was gonna be, but I guess I've decided my story time is my coming out story because it's just really funny. It's really funny. So, I was a straight woman for literally all my life, as I said, till the ripe old age of 27. I am 28 now, so I came out a little over a year ago on my birthday, on my 27th birthday, actually is when it happened. But I met Grace and all of our other friend group that we have now through Twitch and everything was like end of 2022, early 2023. So then I was like 25, 26-ish. And basically, the meme all throughout until I actually made the realization in my head was that I was the straight jump scare. We haven't used that term in so long now because I'm no longer the straight jump scare, but it was a little nostalgia there. Because everybody else in our friend group is very queer. Yeah. And I was the one that was not. However, it was very clear to the rest of them earlier that I was in fact not straight because I wouldn't shut the fuck up about how hot Rhea Ripley is.
Yeah.
Who, if you don't know who Rhea Ripley is, maybe Grace can add a picture and post.
I will add a picture and post. It'll be over here-ish somewhere.
Perfect.
I will add a hot picture of Rhea Ripley for you.
Perfect. I appreciate it because then I'll also get to see a hot picture of Rhea Ripley. Yeah. But basically, she's a really hot like goth mommy wrestler. Oh, she's so hot. She's so hot. Anyway, I didn't realize. It took me a long time to realize that most straight women don't think that women are hot and like have a little bit of a crush on them, you know. So this is all the lead up, basically, instances like this, and then we get to SGDQ last year. So SGDQ 2024. That's my first SGDQ I've ever been to, which was so fun. And it was during my birthday week, so we ended up going out the night, like the eve of my birthday, basically. So at midnight that night, it turned my birthday. We had a good time. We were at the gay club, which that could be maybe a whole other story time of the whole other rest of the night because it did not end great. But we got to a point where Grace comes over to me. We had already kissed multiple times this week, like kissed on the lips. And I'm still like, yeah, I'm straight. We're very drunk, and she comes up and kisses me again, and I'm just like, I look at her, I'm like, I think I'm bi. And that was what it took, I guess.
It was so funny. It was just like wonderful. Just to like, it was like at this point, I had kissed her multiple times during the week. Yes. Of course, like, you know, sometimes besties do that, but like I was like multiple times during the week, we were drinking a little bit, and I was like, hey, can I kiss you? And she was like, yeah. And then we just like are out for her birthday, and I was like, hey, can I kiss you? And she's like, yes. And then I kiss her, and then she literally steps back and like looks at me and goes, Grace, I think I'm bi. And I was like, honey, I know. It was wonderful. It was a great time.
It was really great. So ever since then, I am now bi, and it's great. I love it. I love being queer, and it's been a really fun year of getting to explore that side of me, while being married to a straight man and being in a straight presenting relationship. I think that's why it took me so long to come to that realization, because it's hard to like think about that. like when I'm in a very straight presenting relationship, so it's just hard to like even consider that as an option so late in life. But I have a wonderful group of friends who lovingly bullied me into realizing things about myself. And I wouldn't have it any other way. And my husband's very supportive of me, which is good, because that would have been a problem otherwise.
Right.
I wasn't worried that he wasn't going to be supportive. It's just like nervous, telling someone like news, and he was also not very surprised. So right. So but anyway, that's my story time. That's a good Mel lore drop for you.
Yeah. Okay, what do I want to do for my story time? I think I'm gonna talk about this cool thing that's like coming up. And it's like kind of a story time, but also like not really a story time. It's kind of like a promo time, which like I'm just gonna use my story time as a promo time this week.
That's nice.
So there's this cool thing that's coming up, and in all reality, this episode is not going to be out and live before this event happens, so you'll just have to watch the VODs. But there's this cool event happening. It's called Lady Arcaders Super Showcase. And Lady Arcaders is this really, really cool group of women and femmes in the gaming space, created by Metroid Crime, a streamer on Twitch. And she created this organization called Lady Arcaders that's for women and femmes in the gaming sphere. Kind of for us to like, show off our favorite games, show off our favorite things. And it's a really cool organization. I'm a part of it. Mel is a part of it. We're both on staff for Lady Arcaders. So as of last year, around the same time, this same event, last year's iteration, it's Lady Arcaders Super Showcase. So this is 2025. Last 2024. During last year, I was like watching a bunch because we had friends in it, and we had a run right in last year. I think so.
Yeah, it was the.
We did 8-player.
Yes.
Yeah, we did 8-player Mines. Mines 120.
Yes.
And so we had a bunch of friends in it. We were in it, and so I was watching it a bunch. And there's people are funny, so I was making memes and just like sending them to people, and they were like, hey, we really like these, can we use these for socials? And I was like, yes. And then like literally after the event, like 2 days after, I get a message on Discord from the media lead, Indie Villain, and he was like, hey, would you be interested in joining the media staff team? And I was like, me?
You.
And he's like, yeah, we like your stuff, like you're funny, we like your stuff that you create. And I was like, yeah. So I've been on the media staff since then. I make memes and posts for cool things happening for Lady Arcaders, put them on social media, things like that. But so last 2025, this year, is coming up in like literally 2 days from the point of recording this. We're recording this on the 19th. It starts on the 21st of August, and it's very exciting. I'm going to be hosting. I'm going to be on the host mic. So for anyone who doesn't know about charity marathons and things of that sort. So LAST is a charity marathon raising money for CARE, which is an organization that benefits women and helps their participants who may be going through some things, and they help out a lot, and CARE's a really, really great organization. And I decided to audition to host, so I had to send in some like clips of me hosting during marathons. I got to host earlier this year, or maybe it was last year. No, it was earlier this year because it was after AGDQ. During a mutual aid marathon, and I've gotten to host for Lady Arcaders during one of the weekly showcases that Lady Arcaders puts on, and both of those times I was asked, like, kind of just like given the spot to do that hosting, and this is the first time that I had to audition, that I have auditioned for something and gotten the spot. I have auditioned for like GDQ hosting and Fatales hosting and things like that, and haven't gotten spots yet. I will keep trying, but this is my first time getting in, so I had to send in clips and, you know, talk about my hosting experience and things like that. And I'm so excited. I'm hosting 4 different showcases, so I'm going to be on the host mic, you know, reading donations, helping out the read blurbs about the charity, you know, hyping up the runners and the games and things like that. It's very, very exciting. So I'm on for 4 different segments. One of them is a crafting segment, which I'm super excited for. So it's going to be some cross stitching for like 2 hours, and I just get to be yapping and reading donations and talking about this cool organization and things like that. So I get to do that. I'm on for Storage Hunter Simulator speedrun, which is just like the most egregious thing, and I've never been more excited. And then I'm also on for 2 different rhythm games, which I'm also very hyped for. But yeah, I gotta be protecting my voice a little bit because I'm gonna be talking for like literally like 3 hours straight one day, and then like, you know, 2.5 hours straight the next day. So it's gonna be a lot of yapping. But it's very exciting. I'm super hyped. We did not get a run into last this time, but it's honestly fine because I'm doing so much volunteering that I don't know when I would have time to do a run. Yeah,
it would have been. I think that's why we only submitted the 1 run. We had submitted with a couple other pals of ours to do a like 2v2 lockout bingo, because it was something we had like already had prepared and everything. So that was the only thing we submitted. I was like, I don't think we have time to record anything else. Because we also kind of at the same time basically had to prepare for GDQX submissions, which is coming up. And we really wanted to like put like more effort and stuff into that. So we just submitted to that on the 13th. Or it was they closed on the 13th. I think we did it a few days before that, but fingers crossed for us.
I know. Crossing my fingers about that. That would be exciting. GDQX is a marathon that Games Done Quick puts on at TwitchCon. So if you're here, you might know something about Twitch. And they do a convention twice a year, once in Europe and once in the United States. And GDQ, Games Done Quick, is an organization that does really big charity marathons. They do 2 of their own full 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for an entire week, twice a year, of speedruns and showcases, and they raise money for charity. And they put on a couple smaller events. They do one at TwitchCon. They do one at PAX West and PAX East, I think. I think they do those 3, as well as there are... there's a sub-community of GDQ called the Frame Fatales, and the Fatales does events twice a year, which is Flame Fatales and Frost Fatales. We can talk about Flame Fatales in a little bit, which happens at the end of summer, and the Frost Fatales happens at the end of winter, at least in our area where we are located. That's the time of year and the seasons they coincide with.
It's pretty much still fully winter at that point, because it's usually it's in March, so like in the Midwest depends. It's still it depends, but
it depends on the year. But so they do one at TwitchCon called GDQX. We got to do it last year. We got selected to do a Harvey marriage race on stage, so Stardew Valley speedrun Harvey marriage, and that was so fun. So we're really crossing our fingers that we'll get it again this year, because it was just a blast.
We were flabbergasted that we got in last year. We were like so shook, because I don't remember what else we submitted, but like we were that was like literally like just when we threw in. Like with
I know
it was submissions.
We just like filled it out. Like we had a bunch of stuff that we like recorded brand new and like had really prepared for. We were really hoping to get a Phasmophobia run in and like all this stuff, and then we were just like, well, we have one more Stardew Valley slot open, let's just throw in our Harvey race. And it was literally just like POVs of like the most recent time we had streamed it, and it was like not even a like solid prepared recording, and that's what they chose, and we were like,
that's what they picked, and we were like, we were so shook, and it was such a fun time. that whole experience was such a fun and crazy time. TwitchCon last year I had a blast.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. And we got our good friends Jess and Lee to commentate for us as well and be on the couch. The Valiant Son and a 20-something loser, for those that are on the interwebs and maybe don't know them by first name basis.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So I'm really hoping we get something in again this year. We kind of both had a major crash out about not getting into SGDQ a little bit. Yeah. It was short-lived, but like we were really confident that I don't know why we were so confident. I don't know. We were really confident that we were going to get something in, and then we didn't, and we both kind of a little bit crashed out about it. Yeah. But it was fine because we have something super exciting coming up. Do you want to say it?
Yeah, you could say it. Okay, say it. I'll let you say it.
We're gonna be the finale run for Flame Fatales this year. Yeah, which I was so shook. So, like Grace mentioned, Flame Fatales is a subset of GDQ. So it's the summer event. So it's all femmes and women in speedrunning. So if you identify with that term, you are welcome, and you can just join the organization. You just request a link to join the Discord, and then that's really all you need to do. And it's really great. There's so many cool resources. The whole organization is so awesome. So we had submitted a few things. The biggest thing that we were really hopeful for and did actually end up getting picked for this is a run that we made up for Stardew Valley called Lesbian Percent. Let's go lesbians.
Let's go lesbians.
It is so fun. So it's a 2-player co-op file. So we're both playing on the same file, and I marry Penny, and then Grace marries Haley. Because they both have summer flowers that as loved gifts. So Haley loves sunflowers, and then Penny loves poppies, and they both grow in the summertime. So we were like, let's see if we can make a run out of this. And like, it's not the most efficient, like, 2-player marriage run of all time, but like nobody else runs it, and we made it pretty dang efficient for what it is. So like, I'm super proud of what we did, and they picked it for the finale slot. So it is to close off the marathon, which is a big deal. Like,
it's a huge deal.
It's a huge deal.
And like, for some further perspective, Stardew Valley has never had a finale slot at a GDQ marathon. So no SGDQ, no AGDQ, none of the Fatales events, none of the not GDQX, not PAX, either East or West. Like, no GDQ event has ever had Stardew Valley as the finale run. So this is the first time, and being the finale run, like, truly is like I would say being the opener and being the finale are like the two biggest honors, I think, in GDQ. Like, because you're either starting the event, setting the whole tone, getting people interested, bringing the first groups of people in, things like that, or you are the finale when everybody's watching because it's the very end of the marathon, to see the total, to hear those final numbers, to be able to hype up, push for those final donations and things like that. It's a huge honor. So we're just blown away that our run that we made up just for fun and called it a silly name. Because like, let's go lesbians, right? We love lesbians. And like, it's just this silly run that we made up. It's our brainchild. Just like, they picked it to be the finale, and it's us. Like, we get to be the first time that Stardew Valley has ever been the finale for a GDQ event. So it's huge. Like, it was huge. It was felt like across the community, which was crazy. Like, I was seeing people that I don't know post about how excited they were to see Stardew Valley as the finale. Like, people that are not in the Stardew community. Like, it was crazy. And like, the morning we found out, it was literally a random weekday morning that we found out. At like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Like, I didn't even know the games list was coming out that day. All of a sudden I hear, I was working too, so I didn't even see it right away. I saw it a few minutes later, but I see the events in my head as I remember them. I see a ping in the Fatale server, and then I see a million messages from Grace
a bunch in all caps. I'm like, oh my god, the games list must have come out. And I didn't open Grace's message because I wanted to see it for myself. So I'm scrolling through the games list. I'm scrolling. I keep scrolling. I'm like, well, she's excited, so like, and we must have gotten something. And then all of a sudden I see it and it clicks that like, wait a second, we're the finale? We're the finale?
Yeah.
So we're like messaging in all caps, and then I just go, can I call you?
Yeah, she texts me. She sends me a message like, can I call you? Because so I had sent a bunch of messages. I was like, oh my god, Fatale's list is out. Oh my god, Mel. Oh my god, we're in. Oh my god, the finale. And then I was like, wait, she's gonna want to know. So then I just said like a separate message, oh my god, Mel, like in its own message below everything else, so that like that was the one that would show on her notifications. And so then she's like, she sees it, she's texting me, she's like, can I just call you? And we are just screaming, like, yes, we're just like, there's no way, are you kidding me? Like, what do you mean we're the finale? What do you mean I know,
it was and then we were like getting all these messages from people, like our friends and stuff. It was like I was like so
people are like, oh my god, started the finale, oh my god, we're so excited for you, like, oh my god, it was just so fun.
It was so, and we were mentioned in an article.
I was just gonna say,
yes,
someone wrote a news article about Fatales, about Flame Fatales, and mentioned a couple of the runs. Mentioned one of our friends, Professor Birch, is going to be doing blueprints, and that's actually going to be in the Fatales studio, which is going to be so cool and so fun. I'm so excited for it.
I'm so excited
and then
for
like
her.
A couple other runs that they mentioned that the author of the article was excited about. And then they mention, like, in the article, Stardew Valley lesbian % is mentioned, and we're like, there's an article on the internet written about our run that we made up. Like, it's just
that was
wild.
It was wild. And then to have that, so that came out like literally only a week or two before SGDQ as well, and we both went to SGDQ in person.
Yep.
For the entire week. So we had people coming up to us in person and congratulating us on our run and telling us how excited they were too.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
there were people that I had not met before that like just knew me. Well, I'm kind of recognizable, I would say, like within the GDQ space, and people know who I am. My username is really recognizable. I'm kind of ever present. And so people know who I am. So I had people that I had never seen or met before that were coming up to me and congratulating me on the fact that we were the Fatales finale. And I was like, I don't even know who you are, but thank you. And it was just like, what? Like, just wild.
Yes. And it was, so we also got to volunteer at the Fatales table at SGDQ as well. So we like also got to hype up Fatales in general. We got to talk about our run and everything like that too. It was really fun. So that was just such a wild, very unexpected, and especially so historically, Stardew has like pretty much always been in every Fatales event except for this year's Frost Fatales, which was surprising to us, and we didn't get anything else into that one either. So we were just like totally flabbergasted. Yeah, because we didn't get anything to Frost, we didn't get anything to SGDQ, so we were just like maybe it's just not our time right now. But now it's our time. It's our time to shine. It's our time to shine.
Like, after we didn't get into SGDQ, like once we had kind of like processed everything and like, you know, kind of came down from the disappointment, like we were like, you know, we haven't gotten into 2 GDQ events in a row. Like, maybe it's just not our time. Like, it's just not our moment. Like, we'll just keep submitting and eventually we'll have our moment. And then to find out, like, very shortly after that, like, because I think we found out about SGDQ, and then like a couple weeks later, Flame Fatales like submissions opened up, and so we're like, well, like, we'll just submit, we're not going to expect anything, like, we'll just, you know, we'll be like hopeful, everyone's hopeful when they submit, but like, we're not going to have any expectations, like, you know, if we get in, we get in, if we don't, then we'll know that it's not our time, and we just keep trying, and we just keep thinking of better ideas and keep being funny and keeping ourselves, and eventually we'll get in again. And then to find out like that we are the finale is just like crazy.
It's crazy. And like, this leads me into a little bit of a tangent, but like, it's GDQ and offshoot events are really competitive to get into.
Yes.
And like, they always say, like, you know, don't be discouraged, like, try again. I don't think anyone ever talks very much about the disappointment of not getting in. Like, that's not something people talk about a lot. Like,
everybody really feels it.
everybody feels it. Everybody feels it, and it's okay to feel that way. Like,
yeah, it's totally normal for anyone who's like might be watching this, that like if you are someone who also submits to marathons, because I guarantee you some of our friends are going to be watching this that also submit to marathons.
Yes.
Like just know that like you are not alone in your disappointment, because Mel and I crashed out for like literally 2 weeks.
Yes,
like we were crashing out.
I think we kind of like, we alternated crash outs a little bit about it, because we were like trying to stay strong for the other person.
Yeah.
I think is really what it came down to.
Yeah.
But like, we were not okay. we were
like
really
very,
bummed.
very unwell.
We were, because we put in a lot of work. Like we do a lot of co-op, like we submit solo stuff too, but like we put a lot of work into our co-op runs. So like, I feel like for me too, it feels like when we don't get something in, like I'm like not only letting down myself, but like letting down you too. And it's
that's
like,
exactly how I feel too.
Yeah,
it's
so
not
like,
it's not just like, oh, this thing that like I did, like it's not just about me, because like I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself with this, but I know for me, like I like to submit multiplayer things, because like if I ever get to be on the GDQ main stage, like I want you there with me. I don't want to do it by myself. I want to share that experience with my best friend. And I like would be sad if it was like a solo, like I would be happy of course if it was a solo run, but like I would be more happy if it was with you. So that's why like we submit so much multiplayer, and also like our energy is very good together, hence podcast. And like, you know, we're entertaining and we have good ideas, and like we are very similar in our like speedrunning styles and the games we run and things like that. So it works out really nicely, and like we feel like we put on a good show at marathons. So we submit things together. And so it does feel like it's not just about me, it's about us. And so it feels like, I think, extra heavy sometimes when those multiplayer runs don't get in, because it's like, it's not just about me, it's also about you.
Yeah. And I feel like it's twice as rewarding to do the multiplayer, because I'm so happy to be up there with you. Like the reward is, it feels twice as big, but then also the letdown feels twice as worse than a solo run too. So it's like, has its pros and cons, but like I will always, at the end of the day, we recover from the crash outs of not getting in, and we pull ourselves together, and we're like, okay, like we're back, we're so back,
we're back. We go from it's so over to we're so back in like half a second, you know?
Yes. Yeah. We really do.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a tangent, but I felt it was important to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like I was going to say something else, and now I can't remember. But anyway, I feel like it's both of our collective dreams to be on like the mainline stage, and we will do it.
Yeah, we will someday.
I believe. Yes, we will someday. When it's our time, it'll be our time.
Yeah. You know? Some of our friends, you know, have been submitting for years and years and years. One of my close friends got into a mainline event recently. I won't divulge too much information, but they told me that they had been submitting their game for like literally like 4 or 5 years and had never gotten it in, and you know, they finally got their run in, and it was like they were helping me to not feel as discouraged, because when it's our time, it will be our time, and we will do it very well when it is our time. But it's just not our time yet, and that's okay, and hasn't been our time. And you know, there's 2 GDQs a year, so we have 2 opportunities a year to try.
Yes, but if you are into the video game speedrunning scene and you're not like in like watching GDQ, highly recommend you do. It's an awesome organization. Like they have stuff, like they have so much stuff going on besides the big things too. Like they have hotfix, what they call their hotfix shows, like pretty much almost every day. Yeah, I would say every evening. They're doing a whole bunch of different stuff, so there's always something fun to watch. The communities within GDQ, like there's Frame Fatales, there's Black in a Flash, there's the AAPI, and Latin organizations too. The name's escaping me off the top of my head, but I think on the website they have all that listed. Yeah, it's all like
on the Games Done Quick website.
So
you can
there
check
is
all
a place
out.
for
and the hotfix information too. They have a whole bunch of shows. Like I think the shows rotate every other week.
I think so too.
Like one of our one of our friends, Satan herself, or Satan isn't herself, she runs a show called Creature Corner, which is just a bunch of speedruns where the main character is not a human. And it's just like, they have such good ideas, and there's, you know, ones that are like super fast, so runs that are under an hour. I don't know the name of I can't remember. We were literally on it, and I can't remember the name of the show right now, and I feel really bad about it. Yes, Express Lane, that runs under an hour.
Yep.
Then there's also Hidden Heroes, one of our other friends, Anarchy, runs that one, and that show highlights people in marginalized groups that are in the speedrunning community. So it's really cool. I got to be on Hidden Heroes. We did a cozy girls night, and it was really, really fun. And I got to speedrun Melatonin, which is actually, I have not talked about my shirt yet. You talked about your shirt. I haven't talked about my shirt yet.
I was waiting for you to talk about your shirt.
So my shirt, this is some art from the video game Melatonin, which is a cozy rhythm game that I love very, very much, that I'm sure at some point I will talk about. But it's a cozy rhythm game, and I speedrun it. I'm one of the, like, 6 speedrunners in the entire world of Melatonin. But I reached out to the developer. It's a solo dev indie game, and I reached out to him, and I was like, hey, would it be cool if I took some of the artwork from the game and redrew myself to be the main character to put on my merch? So I have merch. Mel also has merch for her stuff. We can put some linkies in description things like that. But I was like, hey, would it be cool? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So this is me in some official ish Melatonin art, which is really, really cool. This is the night 2 image that, like, when you first load into the night, there's a bunch of different nights that you go through. That's me, and it was very fun. So I got to play this game on GDQ. I was the first person to ever play Melatonin on the GDQ channel. Very, very fun, very cool.
It's a very fun game. If you're not a rhythm game person, you can probably play Melatonin, because I am very much not a rhythm game person, and I was able to get through the entire game relatively easy. And there's a lot of accessibility settings in it too, which is super fun. So I love Melatonin. It's very fun. Yeah. It's very cozy.
Big fan.
Big fan. Let's go video games.
Let's go video games. So true. So true. So we were also kind of thinking another recurring segment we can do for this podcast here, for the What's Gayer podcast, is that we both are really obsessed with Pokemon TCG Pocket and opening our Pokemon packs, and so we decided that we're gonna spend some time every episode opening our packs for you, so you can be here with us while we open our Pokemon packs, because both of us also are Pokemon enjoyers, which we have not spoken about, but we both like Pokemon, and so we decided we'll open our Pokemon packs on camera for you. So do you want to go first, Mel, or do you want me to go first for Pokemon packs this week?
I'll go first. I will go first. Let me open the app. Okay.
I'm gonna pre-prepare by also opening the app.
Okay, I'm opening the orange one.
Okay.
First, I'm doing my swipies. I don't know if the sound is coming through of the music. The Wisdom of Sea and Sky, the orange one. Open the pack. Okay, I got a Jinx, a Hoot Hoot, a Sunkern, a Cherim, that's new. Nice. And a Steelix.
Nice.
That's my first one. I have another pack. I'm gonna open one of the blue ones with my second pack. So I got two new cards out of the first one. I haven't opened packs in a while, actually. I routinely forget.
Understandable.
And then something reminds me that exists again.
You're real for that.
Okay, I did my swipies. Oh, open. Okay. Lediba. That one's new. Mawile. That's new. A Snubble. That's new. Masharna. That's new. Smeargle. That's new. Slay. Those were all new.
Nice.
Let's go.
Huge.
Let's fucking go.
Huge, actually.
Huge.
Okay. Nice. My turn to open now?
Your turn to open. Go ahead.
Okay. I have apparently not a lot of packs right now. I apparently only have one because I opened all of them last night at like 2 a.m. So my apologies. You only get one pack for me today. Actually, I might have enough Pokegold for a second pack, so it's fine. I'm gonna do the blue one, the Lugia pack. I don't know if my audio is gonna come through. Let's see.
I heard it a little bit.
It's coming through on my audio recording, so they'll get the listeners will get to hear it. Let's see. Open that one. I clicked that one. Let's see. I got Will. That's my first card is Will. I got Will.
That's my husband's name, by the way. His name is Will.
I got Ambipom, Poliwag, Lyra, Cyndaquil, and an Elekid, which is like the shiny border one. Sorry, there's a lot of reflection happening on my phone right now. It's not actually shiny, but it's got like the shiny border on it. Let's see. I might be able to get a second pack. Don't worry. I'm gonna figure this out. It's gonna be great. I gotta swipe it up.
Give the people what they want.
I gotta give the people what they want. And maybe our next episode, I'll save up enough of my hourglasses and I'll open a 10 pack for you all.
Ooh.
Maybe. We'll see. Let's see. For my second one, I'll open another one. I do have enough Pokegold right now to open a second pack for you all. So don't even worry. I'm also going to be smart and turn off adaptive brightness so it doesn't randomly brighten in the middle of doing this. Because that happened for the last one. It was a little awkward. That one. Okay, hold on. A little bit darker so y'all can see a little better. Because it's, recording a phone with a camera is just doesn't always work the best.
It's not the most ideal way to capture it.
Here we go.
It works.
Absol, Dunsparce, Houndour, Noctowl, and the full art Tyranitar.
Ooh, let's go.
Very nice. That was new for me as well.
Nice.
I have a lot of cards. I do pay for the premium version of this game, everyone, which means I get 4 packs every day. So I have a lot of them. I just get the
free 2 packs, and I think I have like 1,200 cards, and I don't even open it every day.
Oh, I have almost 5,000 cards.
Yeah, that tracks. 1,199 cards.
Let's see.
Is what I currently have.
4,777.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're not. Are we surprised? No.
No, not even slightly. Not even slightly. Okay, I think the last thing that we wanted to kind of touch on today is we wanted to, for the next episode of our podcast, we wanted to kind of open up some space for some questions from the listeners. So if you have a question, feel free to leave it. If you're on the YouTube version of this podcast episode watching right now, feel free to leave a comment. I know words. Leave a comment below the video version. If you are listening to this in an audio format, then you can go to the YouTube version and put a comment there. We'll also put an email address in the description for you all to send questions to as well. If you'd rather maybe you stay a little bit more anonymous, that's totally fine too. We'll put an email address in the description for you. So feel free to send it there. And we'll answer any questions that we deem appropriate in our next episode.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. We're not going to answer every question. Yeah, don't be weird. Like, be normal on the internet, please. Don't ask us weird personal questions. I mean, they can be kind of personal, but not like weird personal,
Yeah.
Just use your best judgment. And if you don't know your best judgment, ask a woman, and she'll probably tell you.
Yeah.
If it's appropriate to ask or not. Maybe your mom or a sister or a good friend, just a woman, just any woman, ask her, otherwise we'll answer any appropriate question in the next episode. So yeah, yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. This is just kind of us. We just
This is really just us. We have some ideas cooking besides the questions for next episode. I don't know when we're recording it. I don't think it's gonna be next week. I'll be so for real. But next episode, we have some ideas cooking for next episode, which I think will be fun. So like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz. Follow along. I don't know how it works on Spotify and other podcasting platforms if you follow or whatever.
Yeah, you can add it to your library. Click the little plus button. If you're on Spotify, click the plus button, add it to your library.
If you can rate our podcast, I think you can rate podcasts. Yes.
If you rate us, leave us a rating, that'd be awesome.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Let us know. Let us know what you think. If y'all have ideas for like segments, like let us know.
Yes,
we're just kind of like exploring this, and we'll try things out, see how things go. If you're listening to this very first episode, you're probably here listening to this as the podcast is shaping up. So stick around for the evolution, and we hope you enjoyed.
We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.